Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at what is probably the smallest pair of truly wireless earbuds that have the silicone ear tips. And the pair we're going to check out is the Abramtek E8. Now this is a pair that comes in at $40. There's really not a whole lot of information out on these online, so a lot of this is just going to be gauging this off what we see. We're going to check out some of the features, what it is you get inside the box, and if it may be worth the $40 price tag. Now the first thing that I do want to point out is these do have Bluetooth 5.0, but I didn't see anywhere where they have aptX, AAC, or SBC playback, but I did notice that I didn't experience any kind of lag with watching videos, with watching movies. I did notice a slight lag with playing video games, but that's kind of to be expected when you're using this type of earbud on a mobile device. Now as far as the IP rating, they have an IPX7 rating, so this can easily be a pair that you wear and do what you need to do. If you sweat heavily, you can even shower in these. You can submerge them into water. You just don't have to worry about them. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, you're getting the usual small, medium, and large silicone ear tips. And surprisingly, they have a USB-C charging cable. And speaking of the charging cable, this is where I couldn't find any info on the battery, but I did notice that I got around 4 hours on the earbuds by themselves, and then around 12 hours total using the case. And so the battery life isn't anything special, but when you take into consideration that you're getting a case this tiny with earbuds this tiny, you kind of can't really expect incredible battery life. And now moving over to looking at the case, again, this is one of the smallest cases I've ever seen, especially when you hold them side by side to some of the other ones that I've reviewed. But the first thing you notice is on the back, you have your USB-C input for charging, and then around on the front, you do get the 4 indicator lights to kind of gauge how much battery life is left on the case. Now, when you open the lid to the case, again, the first thing that catches your attention is how small the earbuds are. Now, if you're one of those that has an issue with most earbuds fitting in your ears, these are extremely tiny and fit in the ear canal very well. In fact, this is one of those pairs that's even easy to forget that you have them in your ear until you need to use the button controls. Now, the button controls control your play, pause, skipping forward, going backwards, and even summoning your smart assistant. So sadly, these do not control the volume, which is one thing that I would have liked to have seen on here. But another thing that I want to point out is while using the button controls, especially because the earbuds fit so far into your ear canal, if you push them at the wrong angle, it's going to cause pain because it's going to feel like you're jamming these into your ear. So definitely make sure that you kind of push in an upward angle, and I didn't experience any problems while doing that. Now, as far as you guys that like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And then as far as the microphones on here, I think they're just okay. But again, this goes back to the fact that they're so far in your ear canal that it's kind of hard for one microphone to be able to pick up your voice and not pick up a lot of the surroundings. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so this is a mic test using the Abramtek E8. Again, for a pair that's so far into my ear canal with the microphones, I think that it's doing a fairly good job of picking up my voice. But this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. How good can a pair this small actually sound? And the answer is just okay. It's not anything special. It's not anything that's going to blow your mind. These are more leaning towards you buying them because they're convenient. Now, they do sound very good. They just don't have anything that stands out amongst the others. The bass is there. It's fairly punchy. It's not overwhelming, but it's not lacking. Kind of same thing with the mids. You have no problem hearing the clarity in vocals, the clarity in instruments. The treble's bringing out very nice details in everything, but it's not very bright. It just has a very good flow. It really does feel nicely balanced. It doesn't feel like one thing's taking over, but it also doesn't feel like one thing's lacking either. So the Soundstage and the sound imaging kind of feels like you're in a medium-sized room. You definitely can tell the separation in the instruments. Again, there's not a whole lot of depth when it comes to listening to things. So overall, like I said, I think for an average user, for most consumers, and even if you're looking for a pair to go out and wear and be kind of inconspicuous and not have them stick out, or just be able to go to the gym, or maybe even get near a pool and not have to worry about $40 for the Abramtek E8 is not a bad price. But guys, that's my video on the Abramtek E8 true wireless earbuds. Again, I think this is probably the smallest pair of truly wireless earbuds with the silicone ear tips that you can find. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.